Hey YouTube, coming at you with an Ultra League team that I put together, and by put together I mean I chose 3 of the top 4 rated Pokemon and put them on a team and saw if they work together. So Registeel is the number 1 ranked on PvP Poke, Giratina is the number 3 ranked, and Tapu Fini is the number 4 ranked. So I put them all together and I'm like, it kind of works because you got like Giratina weak to Ice and Tapu will deal with that. You got Giratina weak to Fairy, Registeel will deal with that. Registeel weak to Fighting, Tapu and Giratina will deal with that. So Giratina weak to grass and electric. The other, like, Giratina works with that, right? So it, in theory, should work. In practice, I wasn't as impressed as the ratings suggest, putting 3 of the top Pokemon together. So in this matchup, like, it's a great matchup. I know my fast move is resisted, but so is theirs. They try to catch on a Registeel, and that is fine. So I land the Surf. I'm going to farm up a bit, and then I would not be surprised if I come Giratina, because Giratina resists everything, right? Giratina resists the Zap Cannon, and it resists the Focus Blast. So just coming in here, taking a resistant move. But now you're just seeing the bulkiness of Registeel on the other end. It is going to take a while to take this thing out. And they shield, giving up a second shield. Maybe your switch clocks are synced enough that they want to try and get out into something else, like their Dragonite still. Or they want to lower my attack so you can see how much these are not going to do in the very near future here. Right? That's pathetic. Oh my goodness, this matchup is brutal. So you got two very bulky Pokemon. One throwing resisted hard-hitting moves, and then the other one spamming lowered attack neutral moves, and doing nothing at all associated with it. So gonna hit them again. Still not enough to take them out, because, you know, Registeel's a tank and I've put them down so many times. They've put my attack down, but it is now lock-on range down. So I'm already up 2 shields. I can now come and get some lock-on energy. They come and snipe. Could be superpower. I'll respect it. It has a claw, which means they're going to try and snipe, so I'm going to just go instant catch here. So caught the superpower on the Tapu. I assume Surf is enough because they lowered their attack, and I know it's resisted, but Dragonite is so glassy. And 1 HP short, that's okay. Registeel's got like no HP. It's got like 1 or 2 water guns, so they're not going to come in there. So they're going to come in whatever's in the back. So I get the Surf off. Obviously, it does not matter to them because Focus Blast is the only thing they need to worry about. I do have a shield. I can live 1, and now it's just they're going to try and catch. And what are you seeing there? You're seeing me wait to see if they were going to catch, and then you're seeing the game spin, and then you're seeing the game just not register my attack. You're just seeing a lot. So anyways, get the farm down here for the win. These are long matchups. For Alligator, this is an annoying one because Claws are neutral. Hydro is super effective. Jesus. Claws neutral, Hydro and Ice Beam are resisted. And then Water Gun and Surf are resisted, but Nature's Madness is neutral. So end up farming up and then coming in here because this is an absolute wall. They have no charge moves that are going to do any damage to me. Unfortunately, they are also very tanky. So I got 3 very tanky Pokemon, and a lot of times I went against other tanky Pokemon. I think I put in like 7 or 8 matches, and it's like 20 minutes worth of battles at 1.5 speed. It takes forever to do this. I also switched. You won't see any battles here. These are the number 1, 3, and 4 ranked Pokemon. The number 2 ranked Pokemon is Shadow for Alligator. So I actually did put in Shadow for Alligator for Tapu to see if it was better. Didn't seem to make that much of a difference, honestly. Get the Focus Blast off, and now I'm going to come in here where the moves are resisted. And we're going to play this super long, boring match out again. So Zap Cannon there, lower my attack there. So now these Shadow Snakes are not going to be doing much. Can I get to another one before they get to move? I can, which is nice. Just because they're going to get another Zap Cannon off. So if they lower my attack again, that's unfortunate. So there we go. Here comes the Zap Cannon. Here comes, I think, attack number 2 down. Yep. Attack number 2 fall. So I am just farming. I have moves. For Alligator comes in. So I end up staying in. Or no, I snipe here. Okay, that's a nice snipe. But I snipe with a resistant move because I'm like, oh, they're going to definitely shield because I farmed up. And they do. So I got that shield. And out comes the Crest. I'm like, okay, Crest has got some energy. I'm probably going to throw very quick because I do not want to take another one here. So let's just take this out. And then you're going to just see the power of the claws and the hydros. Right? Claws neutral, hydro resisted, but that does not matter. It's not even a shadow. It's not even a shadow for Alligator, and it is putting up an insane amount of damage on a resisted Pokemon here. So I'm just going to make sure I get this Nature's Madness off, grab this last shield, and then instant swap to Reggie and Zap Cannon the rest down here. Or Focus Blast probably, because I just lowered their defense, so I'm definitely going to just Focus Blast. If they got 2 moves, I need to see it because they're going to get to 2 anyway. So we end up maybe CMPing on this one. Shield the Hydro. Take it out with the Focus Blast as time expires. Verian. Verian is tricky. So they hit me with the Guzzlord. So bad lead, bad swap. Verian. I did have Nature's Madness for Verian, and I mean they are doing a resistant move, but if they're on the lead, almost every Verian on the lead runs like Leaf Blade, so I just get like outpaced to the move. Let's be about outpacing here. Get to a couple Dragon Claws, hoping I can live a Dragon Claw on their end or a Crunch. Both are super effective, and I can, and they have to throw again, so that's nice. I'll probably just come and farm resisted Water Guns. And just let every move go and just make sure I come out with a Nature's Madness, right? So I'll probably instant throw Nature's Madness at the Verian that's probably going to come back in. And there they are. And now I need to make a read here. And I get out into Reggie. As we're coming up to... I do get out into the Reggie. As we're coming up to a move here. Take the first Leaf Blade. And then What are you doing? I should be getting into Reggie because with Leaf Blade lead, they're almost always running Stone Edge too. Not always, but some run Stone Edge, Leaf Blade, some run Leaf Blade thing. So grab that second shield. They are farming, as you're seeing here. They're throwing. I remember it only being a Leaf Blade. So I think they have Leaf Blade Stone Edge. The double kicks are super effective. And now on the other end... And now on the other end, we have my Reggie against their Giratina. So, man, I did this to switch it up. I was doing this meta because I was so bored of Fossil Cup, which I just looked because I'm about to do top teams for next week, and it's on again. So we have another week of Fossil Cup and Master League, so we have to play Fossil Cup. Crap. Okay, I make a nice catch. Doesn't matter. No, not really. They have 3 Pokemon and a ton of health all over the place here. So what I found rough about this team is the lack of fast move pressure. Water Gun's not a super great move, especially in a limited meta. Here comes a Hypno, this team was spicy when I ran into it. But like Water Gun's not adding up fast enough here, so you kind of need Nature's Madness before it starts doing well. Registeel Lock-On obviously is not a move for anything besides getting to the Focus Blast and Zap Cannon. And then the Giratina is so defensive heavy that these claws don't do anything. You're just trying to spam the Dragon Claw and Shadow Sneak. So I don't love the combo here of the move set on these, which is why I don't think, again, don't get me wrong, I did well with the team-ish. I was positive overall, but I don't know. It just did not feel like it got to where it should be. So why am I coming in here? I'm assuming it has Ice Punch or Shadow Ball, both which would be super effective to Giratina, and I don't really want to take a super effective move on Giratina. So we'll take this out with Zap Cannon. Out comes a Talonflame, which is okay. I can get to the Zap Cannon here. I'll shield because if it's a Flame Charge, it may not take me out, but it's going to put me at like a couple HP here. And then instant swap here. So I take the resisted Incinerates here. And it is a Mandibuzz in the back. So I remember winning this, but I remember it maybe being a mistake on their end here. So it's bad for me here because Claws are resisted. Dragon Claw's neutral. They are luckily running Aerial Ace. Sorry. I was going to say Wing Attack, but it's not Wing Attack. It's the other Air Slash, I think. The other flying fast move. But they still have Dark Pulses, which are super effective. So I come in here, and I remember them getting a move off, and then coming in with their Talonflame, and I get the lock-on down? Something like that? Yeah, they come in here, get caught in the 5-turn move animation, and that allows me to get like 3 more lock-ons and get to a Zap Cannon for a win. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I should have won that, but again, here comes for Alligator, and I'm just like, what do I do here? Super effective super effective Claws and Ice Beam on Giratina. Hard hitting fast Hydros on Reggie, or stay in this matchup, which should be better, but it's not. So I do grab a shield. A couple Hydros are going to come here though, and they're going to add up fast here. So there's one. Here comes the second one. I can live, but I mean, they've already used one shield. I might as well just grab one, use one myself. Do take it out. Let's see what they're going to come in with. That makes sense. Hopefully I can get to a Zap Cannon here. They got to throw Shadow Ball to take me out, and they do not throw it yet. So land the Zap Cannon. That's really nice to hit here. Not enough to take it out. There's an argument that I should not be getting farmed down here. Like, because I just put myself in a crap situation where they're now just loaded with energy. I don't know why I did that. I think I just didn't want to like instant swap there. And now we both get out to reset, and it is an Ampharos. So electric resisted, brutal swing neutral. These claws come pretty fast on a shadow Ampharos. I can live one brutal swing, that's for sure. The question is, can I outpace to the third here? So have to shield up this one. I can get a sneak and claw off, or yeah, claw and claw here. And now the question is, if they shield, can I take this out before they take me out? And they let it go. So come in here, get the Dragon Claw off, and now I need to catch on the Tapu. So I catch one and throw, one and catch, like it does work sometimes. Actually works a lot of time. And they throw the Shadow Ball, so that's huge. Couple more water guns. Now it's a race. They throw the Night Slash, but it is not enough, as you're going to see here. So that's why they threw the Shadow Ball. I'll live. Dragon Claw for the win. Cresselia, tricky one, because again, it has Grass for the Tapu and it has Moonblast for the Giratina. So I make a catch on the Reggie. So this is taking just all that resisted damage. I'm assuming they have an answer. Yeah, that's the only sort of, not stupid thing, but risky thing. Like, if they have a Cresselia, they definitely have an answer for Steel. And there it is. So I can now come back here just because I have so much energy that I can just take this out with the Surfs here. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Water Gun Surf combo this out. And now I'm assuming the Crest will come back in. I'm going to get to a Nature's Madness. And then am I going to instant swap or am I going to try and catch the grass move on the Giratina? I instant swap, which just kind of allows them to get a Moonblast. I decide to not shield because I'm like, if they're going to punish me, I need to try and there's a Feraligatr. So we just had a week of Fossil Cup, of which we have a second week. And everyone in the comments and content creators alike are complaining like, this is the dumbest, smallest meta. Why are we doing this RPS garbage? And here we are, what, 5 or 6 battles into Ultra League, having seen Giratina, Feraligatr, Annihilate, Cresselia multiple times. I wish they could do something to change what is meta. So it wasn't just like, because again, if you watch this channel for a while, you know what is meta. Stat product, typing, moveset. So if your typing and your stat product aren't good, Niantic should be giving you like the best moveset they can possibly give you to give you the opportunity to be relevant. If you don't, you just get these super bulky Pokemon with decent typings with good movesets. Good to okay movesets here. And that's becomes the limited meta of every league. So I'll go down there. So Steelix, that's a good lead. They will get out into something here. That something is a Feraligatr. So I decided, I'm like, okay, let's just come in here because I do have a one-shot for this. And I'm going to shield one because I know they get to these so fast. But if I can lower their attack, then maybe they won't do as much damage. And that I can outpace the next move. So I get the attack fall. I grab the shield. So even if they go back-to-back Hydros here, I probably live now that I got the attack fall. But if they want to take this to the 2 shield, then it's where it starts to get interesting here. Because they're going to be at a Hydro, not enough to take me out because I've already lowered their attack. They get to the red though. And now it's like, okay, can I get to a 3rd Zap Cannon before you get to 2 more Hydros here? But they're not even, they don't decide not to play it out. And that ends up being huge because Steelix was on the lead and Verian is in the back. So if we switch this up, if I did not win that like keep switch, this is just hard counter essentially because I have now Giratina on Verian and I have Tapu Fini on Steelix. But if they fought for switch and flipped it, I would have lost there. So for Reggie and Giratina being like so strong as safe swaps, man, they are not performing super well here. Although the number 1 safe swap is Feraligatr and it's like not even close. Shadow Feraligatr is like from the score as a switch is 100. Non-Shadow Feraligatr 93.9 is second, and then Giratina Altered 90.3 is third. So there's just such a difference between how strong Feraligatr is as a swap, which is like kind of exactly what I just showed there. Like even lowering the attack, if they want to take that to the 2 shields, potentially they can still take me out with 2 Hydros there. It would have been close. I'd have to look at all the exact counts. Why don't I just play that out on PV Poke? Ultra Lead level 50. Well, the thing is that it's not going to... Is there a way to give it energy advantage? Oh, not Giratina, Registeel. In the 2 shields. Says I take it out there, but starting energy, if it has 1 claw, let's see if... Nope. 2. Okay, so it actually looks like... Well, it's basically a wash at the 3 claw advantage. So if they have 3 claw advantage, which is a lot, they can flip that in the 2 shield. Okay, that is it. Top teams for top teams for Master League and Fossil Cup coming at you tomorrow. Which I appreciate those who always click on it no matter what. But man, if I'm showcasing a top Master League teams and top Fossil Cup teams for a second week in a row, people can just justify not clicking on it. I understand that. But holy smokes, it's a rough week. But there's only like 3 weeks left. So we'll keep going until we're done this season and then go from there. Am I going to hit Legend this season? I don't know. There is the whole Go Battle weekend next week. I'll cover that when I do the review. But it comes down to whether I have the desire to play. It's half what I think there's two issues. Half is the skill level of everyone has increased and mine has plateaued. So I think it is actually would be a grind for me to hit Legend every season, continue. I think I could do it if I used to grind and play like I used to and play every single set every single day, get in the rhythm and stuff like that. I have not finished a complete set of 5 in a day in weeks. And there's often days that I play 1 set, 1.5 sets, and then I'm like, I'm done with this game. So I don't have the desire to try and like hit it. And I kind of mentioned that in maybe one of the previous videos that not hitting Legend is probably the best thing that's happened to me, because I was just like grinding a game that has been super frustrating, as opposed to just like being like, it's okay if you don't hit Legend. It's okay if you don't play all your sets every single day. Which I think is where a lot of content creators are getting to, but we will see. Anyways, top teams tomorrow. See you then.